Cause all this go into the prophecies, man. You had something out? Um, this Revelation chapter 6, verse 3 and 4. And when I had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and that there was given unto him a great sword, man. So this was that red horse represents you so-called white people, man. You Edomites, man. So you was given that power to take peace away from the earth, man. You know, just like you causing that whole uprising over there in Venezuela, man. Not to mention that whole war that's going on in the Middle East, man. Started by you white people, man. You so-called white people, man. You Edomites according to the Bible, man.
Yeah, I got a precept, man. Galatians 3 and 10. But no man is justified by the law in the sight of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. It is evident, for the just shall live by faith.
Right, man. You know, so none of us is justified by the law, man. Even though you know, we commanded to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, man. You know, everything is already predestinated. Who gonna make it and who not gonna make it, man. You know, so none of us are justified by the law, man. But going back to that scripture in Habakkuk, the just gonna live by faith, man.
Right.
You know. Back to Revelation 6 and 8. Now I'm gonna start at verse 7. And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, "Come and see." And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword, with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth, man. You know, so that's how Esau operate, man. That's the power he was given, man. That's part of his blessing, man. He's starving. Now he's starving. He over there starving with Venezuela. You know, you the tribe of Asher, man. The whole area over there from Colombia to Uruguay, that's the tribe of Asher, man. And you got some of those nations over there. They still got puppets in there, like Colombia. I think it's a puppet lead in there with the U.S. control, man. That's how they was able to land those bombers over there in Colombia, man. You know, go back into the article. It said Venezuela's President Hugo Chavez get reelected in 2013. Then the U.S. dollar supply stops, man. So this been a plot they've been doing since 2013, man. It's finally starting to come into fruition, though, man. It finally started to take its toll on the so-called Venezuelan people, man. You know, it said not being understood by nearly all of the Western peoples, this report continues, is that the oil wealthy nations like Venezuela have been forced for decades to use the U.S. dollar, called petrodollar, and that has allowed the United States to dictate to these nations anything they so desire. But that Venezuelan President Maduro yesterday stated that he would no longer put up with, and who declared Venezuela is going to introduce a new international payment system and create a currency basket to get rid of the dollar peg. We, together with such freely convertible currencies as the yen, the yuan, the rupees, international currencies, will get rid of the clutches of the dollar that has been strangling our country. Come. It said, rebelling against the U.S. dollar as the international currency for buying oil and gas. However, this report grimly notes put a nation at grave risk of being destroyed by the United States. As example by, in 2000, Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein declared his nation would no longer accept U.S. dollar for payments for his nation's oil and gas. That was followed 3 years later in 2003 by the United States, breaching the UN Charter and illegally invading his country and eventually executing him as an example, too. In 2006, Syria announced it would no longer accept US dollar for its oil and gas, followed 6 years later by the United States creating a barbaric terror group, ISIS, to lead siege to that entire nation. In 2008, Iran ended all of its sales in oil and gas using US dollars, followed nearly immediately by the Obama regime placing devastating new sanctions on them, man. You know? In 2011, Libya, Africa's largest oil producer, announcing that they would no longer sell their oil in US dollars. That was followed nearly immediately by the United States destroying that entire nation and executing the nation's leader, Muammar Gaddafi, as another example. In 2017, Qatar turning its back on the US dollar. Right, so this is the reason why all those Gulf states over there basically put sanctions on Qatar, man. You know, under the power of the US, man. And that was swiftly followed by nearly all of the United States allies in the Middle East breaking diplomatic relations with them and threatening military actions. And not least to be mentioned, Russia itself is joining with China and Iran to break the diabolical stranglehold the US dollar has on the entire world, and who is now blamed for the United States for everything. Go ahead, Art.
This Habakkuk 2 and 5. It say, ye also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man.
Right, see, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. What's that wine he transgressed by? His different philosophies, man. His democracy, man. And part of it is basically forcing those nations to sell their oil in the US dollar, man. You know, go ahead, bro. But they say he been proud, man. He you know, because that plan had been going on for so long, man. But now these nations starting to break away, man, because it's all according to the prophecies, man. Go ahead.
He is a proud man, neither kept at home, who enlarged his desire as hell.
And that's what we reading about, man. He's a proud man. He neither keep it at home. He enlarges his desires as hell, man. He want to control the whole earth, man. You know, because the reason why the elites want to control the oil, man, because they think is if you control oil, you control the nations. If you control the food, you control the people, man. Because they don't need that oil, man. America got enough oil, you know, but they want to control the nations, man. And they've been doing that through their petrodollar, man. Go ahead, up.
And neither keep it at home, who enlarge his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
And is as death, man. That's why in Revelation 6 it say death and hell follow him, man. So this talking about that same man, man. You so-called white people, man. You know, which America is y'all is Babylon the Great, man. You know, this y'all military might, the American army, man. You know, backed by NATO, man. Go ahead, bro.
But gathered unto him all nations, and heaped unto him all people.
And that's what we reading about right now, man. He gathers to him all nations and heap unto him all people, man. Go ahead, bro. And we got the article to prove it, man. Who else is this talking about, man? You know, go ahead.
Shall not all things take up a parable against him?
Right, should not all these take up a parable against him? And that's what's going on now, man. Everybody's starting to get a bag away from the dollar, man. You know, go ahead.
And a taunting proverb against him?
Come.
And say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that layeth himself with thick clay.
And to him that led into himself thick clay, man. You know, because even the elite bankers, man, they don't care about these low-level Edomites in America, man. You know, they don't care about this government, man. And that thick clay is debt. America is $20 trillion in debt to the elites themselves, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
And for Dick Clay got pledges.
Huh. Pledges that are debt, man. And that's how you get in debt. You take those pledges to and those loans, man, that you gonna pay them back, man. You know?
I got a precept though.
Right, man, but what the Lord got to show, he basically showing the 12 tribes, man, who this so-called white man really is, man. He the devil, man.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
Because he gonna come down hard, not only just on the people that's living in North America, man. You know, you South Americans, y'all got all that good land, man. And they like to come over there. That's where they like to come at and live, man.
Right.
You know? So you know they not gonna let y'all get away, man. You know, go ahead. But like the scripture said, the just gonna live by faith, man. And the Lord gonna deliver his elect from the four corners of the earth, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
And that's what's going on now, man. So it ain't nothing you elites can do. There ain't nothing the so-called white man to do, man, because prophecies have to be fulfilled, man. You know, your kingdom is going down. It don't matter if you bring Jacob's trouble. That's part of the prophecy, man. It's only setting you up for your destruction, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
And awake that shall vex thee.
Come.
And thou shalt be for booties unto them.
Come.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnants of the people shall spoil thee.
Come.
Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
Come, man. You know, go ahead, bro. Well, let me go a little bit into this article. You say you had something?
Yeah, I had it was about it was back a couple precepts. But it's Proverbs 27 and 20. It say hell and destruction are never full.
Hell, read that again.
It say hell and destructions are never full.
See, that's why I said he desires. His desires is as hell, man. Hell and death, where he can't get enough. They're never full. See, the so-called white man is never satisfied, man.
Right.
You know,
right.
he never full. You know, go ahead.
So the eyes of man are never satisfied.
Right. So the eyes of man are never satisfied, man. And this scripture right here is 100-fold, 1,000,000-fold to the so-called white man, man, because he was made to be the wicked, man. You know, even with this flesh, your eyes never satisfied, man. That's why this fleshly body have to be taken away, man. But the so-called white man, he 100% flesh, man. And it's nothing spiritual about him, man. You know, so that's why I say his desires is as hell, and he can never be satisfied, man. And it's a great precept, bro. That's it on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna read a little more on this article. It said, though sadistically labeled by the United States as their war on terror, and whose death toll is over 2 million and counting. See, all this blood is on the hand of the so-called white man, man. The American military, NATO, man. You know, 2 million, man, and this and counting. This just on the books, man. This report says this past July 2017, both Russia and China declared all-out war against the U.S. dollar, and whose action supports the dire word spoken in 2006 by the late Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez when he warned the world. And this is 11 years ago, man. This why they off Hugo Chavez, man. If the U.S. succeeds in consolidating its dominance, then mankind has no future. Therefore, we have to save mankind and put an end to the U.S. Now we're going to get a precept to that statement Hugo Chavez made, man. You know? Because that's scripture right there, man. He said America, but who controls America? The so-called white man, man. You know?
I got a precept.
Go ahead, Doc.
This Isaiah 33 and 1. It say, woe to thee that spoilest, and that waste not spoil.
Right, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, man. It's talking to the so-called white man, man. And because you came to the Americas, man, you weren't spoiled, man. You actually had the tribes. You had the 10 tribes that was already over here. They was actually helping taking care of you, man. And all those tribes helps take care of you no matter where you landed, man. Wherever you encountered them, they They